Hi everyone, GrayPower60 here. So my scrap box is expanding. I'll show you the lid. Oh, if I can pick it up. Here we are. So in here, not only do I have small, medium, and large scraps, I've got vintage scraps, which is scraps that I've accumulated from different places, including quite a few from Louise when she gifted me a big bundle of vintage papers, and I have since cut some down and used some, etc. So I just put it in vintage scraps, and then I've also got scrap strips that I just decided to put in this big large bag because it was nice and wide. So these are all the strips. So just kind of a update. Who knows how far this will go in this container, because I don't have a lot of very large scraps. Most of my scraps are small and medium and vintage and strips. And I also have this container that I showed you, I think, when I was doing some coffee dyeing or whatever, all of these different papers. And what I wanted to do is, I was going to use one, but they're too thin. So I had to get organized here. I couldn't find my paper. Oh, I'm yawning and I'm so tired, but I wanted to get this video done. This was in the large scraps, and what I thought I would do for this Scraptember 2025, I would grab some pieces of all of these papers and do a little masterboard. So it's an 8x10. Which means once it's done, I could probably, maybe a 3x5 card tags out of that. So that is what I'm going to do today. Now I know these are all kind of cut. I'm wondering if I want to have them square, you know, like, or whether I want to, you know, rip them and have them kind of all very vintage, and maybe distress the edges on these. I haven't done that in a while, I don't think, for my masterboards. But I thought that would be kind of cool to, you know, create some that don't have straight edges. And I don't have to keep these little pieces. But, you know, just tear them in different directions. And it doesn't matter what they look like. I just want to be able to paste them down. So let me, because this is much too boring, and I'll probably fall asleep myself. So let me grab some papers from my scraps here, tear some up, and just have a little fun. I mean, I may use that little piece there. Who knows? I can leave some of the edges straight to go on the sides of the paper, of the masterboard itself. But I wanted to do this for quite a while. And there's always been other projects in the wind, so that I haven't had time. I'm wondering if I'm going to use any color with that, or if I'm just going to you know, rip pages, and I might leave that one. And see, these other little strips I might be able to use somewhere else. So let me prepare all of these little scraps, start, and I'll come back when I start gluing them down. All right, so I will be right back. Okay, I think I have done enough here for now to start. And I'm trying to figure out which one to start with. And if there's any white showing, I'll use my distress ink later on to wipe that out. So I don't want any rhyme or reason. I also did some book pages. I may have to do a few more. So it's just a matter of where to start. I think I'll start with this one. It's semi. That's a new word. No, it's not a new word. It's just craziness on my part. Okay, let me just get stuff out of my way. This is garbage. Okay, I've got my glue book here. Got my glue stick. I think I'll start off with this glue stick and then work my way around. So, yeah, I've been doing a couple of videos ahead because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on, like I said, I'm going to be distressing the edges for now. I didn't want to miss out on the scrap timber goodies because I tend to do that sometimes if I'm going to do a, maybe we'll put this one here. Yes, I might use the bigger glue stick here. Okay. Lots of glue paper. Yeah, sometimes when I want to when I want to be part of a collab, sometimes, you know, it's kind of like your eyes are bigger than your stomach or whatever when it comes to doing things. And where's my thingy? Here we are. I like to use this to make sure it's all rubbed down. And if it overlaps, that's okay too. Okay. Like I said, I do have these other pieces that may fit somewhere later on, but let's just continue on here. I don't have a lot of variety in this scraps of scrap papers because I'm doing other things. I hope I've got this on the right side. Now that I'm gluing it, I'm questioning which was the right side. And I think we're going to start just randomly putting them in all directions, which I don't usually do. Usually it's, ooh, I gotta get you up. Oh, I'll just have to put something there. Yeah, I usually have everything symmetrical, like up and down, side to side. Where did I put that piece? Here's that piece. It's going to fit better down here because of this. So let's put it down anyway. We can always get things to fit later on. You can always fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps with something. Let me get that right to the edge here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, I usually do things up and down and not side to side like I'm doing, but it's looking like fun. Let me come down here with this one. I think, do I want this side or, oh, this one's grungier. I hope I did both sides. Some of them I couldn't decide which side I wanted, so I just stressed both front and back so that I would make a decision later on, you know, as I'm putting it down, which one I wanted. I mean, I'd like to get it as close to the edges as possible, but it's not. Yoo-hoo. Oh, here we are. It's not the end of the world if I don't. So, what is new in my little neck of the woods? That one is like that one. I might be able to put something down there later. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We had the company that I rent my apartment from in our little complex. It's called Avalon. In our little complex, I think I'll put you here. There are 3 apartment buildings and a beautiful little kind of parkette, small park in the front of in the middle of the buildings, and we every year they have an annual barbecue. Sorry, I'm thinking I don't have enough paper here. I don't think I have enough paper. And I need a long piece of, here we go. We'll just do it now. There's an annual barbecue, and they usually try and keep it like family friendly. And they have free barbecue where you could get, you know, free burger and fries, or hot dog and fries, and salad and blah blah blah, drink. And that was today, and my son was busy wanting to do something else, so he declined going, but I brought my grandson with me, and he enjoyed it, and he was chatting with people. Yep, that's gonna fit. And there was a guy out there making animals out of balloons for the little kitties. There's a lot of little kitties around. I might have to trim that off a little bit. Yeah, it was, they had one, I don't know if I just said that. I'm so busy thinking here. They had a, is that too close? I put it down here. A bouncy blow up thingy. I don't, bouncing thing that the kids go in and bounce on. And I was saying to one of my neighbors. I said, oh, I wonder if they'd mind if I go in there and bounce around. I was kidding, of course. And there was a guy standing behind me, and he said, oh my gosh, that reminds me of something that happened to my grandmother. And I went, oh, okay. Tell us about it. No, I didn't say that. And I said, oh, and he said, well, they were in an amusement park, and there was a big water slide, and the kids wanted their grandma to go down the slide with them. I might have to put it this way. Yeah. And so she said, okay, and she did. Unfortunately, poor Granny, she fell and broke her hip. So the kids have learned that don't ask Granny to do anything. You know, sometimes we think we could do more than what we actually can do. I thought I ripped up more than this, but it seems like I'm coming to the end of this little batch. I'm gonna have to make some more. Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting story. I think probably a lesson for me that we're not infallible. We do break. And we're no longer 16 or 15 or 20 that we can jump around like crazy people. But it was a fun story. It was, you know, I mean, sad, but it was a fun thing for him to share with us. I thought that was very sweet of him. I haven't been putting them crooked, have I? I was going to do that. Ooh, I like this side too. Yeah, so I said, well, I know I'm only joking. You guys know I'm only joking. Shall I go this way? Why not? Why not just do something crazy? I need some more book page. Anywhere. I would like to have it down here, maybe the opposite way of that, or maybe I could just stick it right here. Okay. I'm easily led. Yeah, so, and it was a beautiful day today, so it wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold. It was just right. I didn't stick around for very long. You know, there's a lot of, I'm an old granny, and there's a lot of young family with their little ones out there. So I thought I had more variety than that. I've got this piece here. I could put it this way. Yes, why not? Why not? Just have some fun. There was blue writing on the other side, and I didn't want any blue writing. Oops. Here, I didn't want blue writing on the Masterboard since everything else is brown and black. So that was nice. You know, they do that every year. Actually, I thought they did. I think they, and then of course in each lobby of the 3 buildings, we also. I'm just trying to think of what to use next here. I've kind of got different papers for like Halloween. You know, somebody will come out dressed, decorated, like decorated. Yeah, no, not decorated. In a costume, giving out candy to the kids. And for St. Patrick's Day, for all the holidays, for all of the, they always have something in the lobby, or usually in the lobby. Oh, the cats are jumping again. I hope I'm filming because I don't want to do this again. Oh, now I'm running out of options here. Maybe I'll just put another page on here. Oops. Yeah, we'll just put another page here just to add variety. I'd like something here. I don't know what. I don't know what yet. I don't know what. Okay, I'm running out of options here. Let me see what I have. I've only got one of those. It's right there. Well, this kind of right. No, two. Here's the other side. It's got a number on it. I kind of like that. I think, even though I didn't want any straight sides, I think I might put that right here. I think I will. Just because. You know, it's funny, every September, towards the end of the summer, but in September, it was, you know, like a feeling you should get in the spring of a renewal. And I guess because, you know, going to school for so many years as a kid, I always found that September was a new beginning. Oh, was I going to put this number or this? I think I'll do it this way. I think I'll do it this way. Yeah, I guess, you know, when you go to school, every September, there's always, you know, the new classes, new clothes, new books, new things. And so I've always had the feeling growing up, oh, I had this piece. Oh, I need to cover that little spot there. Let's just use this. The whole big piece. I always felt that September was, you know, how we should feel in the spring, which is, you know, a renewal. It's a brand new, everything's new and fresh. Things are growing in the spring, but I don't know. I guess maybe it's from school. So there we are. There we have it. And I'm going to go around it with my vintage photo so that if there's any white showing, we can eliminate that. I mean, even though I'm going to be cutting it down, and probably doing the same to the edges of the tags, I still like the idea of going around the edges in case you miss a spot. You know, sometimes. Yeah, I always found. But the farther I get away from the school age things, you know, even babysitting my grandsons and things like that, even though, see, you can still write on that side. But now that they're teenagers and kind of away from nanny looking after them or looking after or watching them when mommy and daddy go out, because now they're old enough to be on their own, I kind of miss that feeling in September. I don't get that feeling. Maybe it's the crafting community too. And I mean, now that I'm doing a lot of crafting, maybe it's part of, we're looking so far ahead. Like, you know, when I was creating crafts for craft fair, people, you know, giving ideas for craft fair ideas, that kind of crafting, you always did, you know, in July you would be doing, you know, Halloween or the fall craft fairs, and then of course by August you're already, you know, doing your Christmas stuff, getting ready for the Christmas season. So I'm wondering if I should let that dry, but I'm liking it. I didn't know if I would like kind of mixing things around, but I think it's going to be interesting to see how they all get cut out and how they're going to look. This is 8 by 10, I believe. Yeah. And I was thinking if I did the 10 by 5s, that would cut it in half. And then I could do, well, I could do a 3, 6, and then have a 2. And the 2-inch one, maybe I could make into a belly band, maybe 2 small belly bands. Something to think about. Yeah, so if I cut it in half, that'll be 5 and 5. And then I'll have 2 tags at 3 and 3, right? 1, 2 at 3, 3, 5, 3, 5, and then I'll have a 2-inch strip for belly band. I mean, even though it's 10, we can cut it in half to 5. Okay, let's see how that will turn out. I'm too anxious to get going and try and use up scraps, and I'm going to cut it this way simply because I don't want to, because it's freshly pasted and glued. If I do it this way, I might catch something. Okay, so let's go with 3. And 3. And the last one is 2. Maybe it could be a tuck, or it could be just a long, thin tag. Well, these are interesting. Okay, right way up. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do a 3 by 5, a 3 by 5. Oops, I might have caught something there. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I like that 35. I want 1935 up there. So let's have a look at what we have created. So we've got a 2 by 5 and a 2 by 5. They could be small, thin tags. I've got a 3 by 5, a 3 by 5, a 3 by 5, and a 3 by 5. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So all I need is to cut the corners, get them all ready. And let's see. Might as well do now. Scissors. Oh, here they are. Okay. Cut that one. And cut that one. Ooh, I like that size. I like that size. I do, I do, I do. I don't know why I have trouble lining it up. Silly me, silly, silly me. Maybe it's because I got the scissors in my hand and I'm trying to go quickly. That one's nice too. Oh, I didn't want to cut out that number. Crapola. Well, it won't all be cut out, just the top of the 8. Okay, that's okay. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that or not. I kind of had it right towards me. Yeah, that one's good. That one is good. Good. That one is good. Okay, I like that one too. So let's get these out of here. Alrighty. So I've got these 4 tabs. Tags. I really like these. Now this one, I have a small little snippet here. Let's have a look. Really small. Well, that's okay. Oh, a little bit of glue on paper. That is okay. I think. And then we're going to decorate them. So that is my scrap timber little project, making some tags out of a scrapbook paper that was, I think, 8 by 10, and using some vintage papers that I distressed around. And yeah, so now I can put those into my ready to be decorated box. So that is it for me for today. Thanks for joining me. I'm really enjoying using up my scraps. I think that is a great idea. And I do like doing this, but I have some other projects I want to get done as well. So yeah, that's it for me with hashtag Scrap Timber 2025, hosted by Crafty by Tony and 7 Plaza Marguerite. She's wonderful. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.